Howdy and hello there. Happy All Hallows Eve and welcome to another episode of Mean Green Pack where we talk Green Bay Packer football and apparently where I am just completely wrong about everything. Last week I was wrong not only about players being injured but also about my questions for the week for all the NFL games because the exact opposite happened. I did not think the Jets would beat the Cincinnati Bengals. But let's get right to it. The Green Bay Packers coming off a big Sunday night win over the Pittsburgh Steelers, 35-25, beating Aaron Rodgers in a dominating second half performance. I say second half because that first half, oh my God, it was so stressful.
This is what I meant about this game aging me 10 years.
And it did not help matters with the fact that a returning Brandon McManus missed a 57-yarder and then again a 44-yarder, which I tell you, that set my wife off.
Come on, 44-yarder.
Get it.
You son of a...
What the actual...
The Packers only scoring 7 points in that first half, the Steelers having 16 points. But come this second half, the Packers came out and just absolutely dominated on all phases of the ball. This is the team that I have been waiting to see again since week 2. Jordan Love going 29 for 37, 360 yards, 3 touchdowns, completing 20 straight passes, tying a franchise record with the one and only Brett Favre. Romeo Doubs had 3 receptions for 44 yards. A returning Christian Watson did not look like he missed a beat. He had 4 catches for 85 yards. Tucker Kraft had an excellent game. I'll get to him in a little bit. Also with Rashawn Gary on the defensive side. He did have 2 sacks on the day with Micah Parsons, who had 1 sack.
Mr. Rogers, say hello to Mr. Micah Parsons. I think you two've met before.
And that Edrin Cooper forcing that big-time fumble. Still, we only played great for that second half, and that's not something we want to see. Yes, we want to see that. We want to see it on all 4 phases of the ball. We need more consistency because even though now that puts us at 5-1-1, it is a very tight race in the NFC. We're looking at the Bucks and the Eagles sitting at 6-2. The Seahawks, Lions, and Rams are sitting at 5-2, and the 49ers, even though they are all banged up right now, they're sitting at 5-3. So we have no time to be lazy. We need to get more consistent. We need to be more dominating. That just shows how unpredictable and crazy this season's going to be. Speaking of which, this Sunday, we're home in Lambeau Field with the visiting Carolina Panthers coming in, sitting at 4-4 after a blowout loss against the Buffalo Bills. But I'm very scared to feel like this could be a trap game. Bryce Young is going to be returning, so there'll be no Andy Dalton. I'm just very nervous about this game. It's going to be so unpredictable because the Panthers have been so up and down lately. They are doing better than they did last year. But we'll just have to see how we do. We did win the last 3 games against the Carolina Panthers, the last one being back in December 24, 2023 when we won 33-30. But that itself was a very stressful game because we had a Joe Barry-led defense. But anyway, on to something different. For now, I would like to highlight 2 players, one on the offensive side and one on the defensive side, who I believe stood out and did a great job for the Green Bay Packers. This week, against the Steelers, Rashawn Gary, 2 sacks, 3 tackles. He is having a great season because that puts him now at 8 sacks, 15 tackles. And also, on the offensive side, Mr. Tucker, I believe, who is the best tight end in the league, Kraft.
Touchdown, that's 1. Tucker Kraft. We kiss every time Green Bay scores a touchdown. Who's the best tight end in the league?
He finished the game with 7 catches, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, a career day for him, 131 of those yards coming after the catch. So a big shout out to both men. They had a great game along with the rest of the players, but those 2 stood out in my mind. Here's also another random thing that I'm going to throw in there. Yes, I am a big anime fan. So if you are a fan of anime, or especially if you are a fan of Demon Slayer, if you haven't seen it yet, I would highly suggest going and checking out Demon Slayer Infinity Castle God, it was so good. And I really can't wait. I'm not going to spoil it, but it makes me really can't wait for the next movie to come out next year, 2026. I can't come in soon enough. Yes, I am showing a bit of my nerd side, but if you're a fan of anime, you're a fan of Demon Slayer, you haven't yet, check out Infinity Castle. And last but not least, let's get to my questions of the week. First off, Thursday night game, Ravens Dolphins. I was so wrong about Tua. He was on point last week, but this week I have to ask, should Tua keep playing with just one eye? Because it seemed to do the trick. Colts Steelers. Will the Steelers, with the highest paid defense in the league, actually show up for all 4 quarters, or will they again collapse against Jonathan Taylor and Indiana Jones himself? Broncos Texans. Will the Broncos play another game, a full 4-quarter game this week? Chargers Titans. Will Cam Ward continue to survive behind that offensive line? Offensive line seems to be the problem for a lot of teams this year. Case in point, Vikings Lions are returning J.J. McCarthy. Will he survive? 49ers Giants. Will the 49ers get through a game with no injuries? God, I am hoping so for them. Just feel so bad for them. Bears Bengals. I have no questions, just 3 words. Bengals, win big. Please. Falcons Patriots. Is Drake May making a case for MVP? And how the hell are the Patriots this good again? Saints Rams. Tyler Shook making his debut start against the Rams in that pass rush. Tyler, how do you feel about that? Jaguars Raiders. Does Max Crosby need to do everything on defense? Because it seems like it. Chiefs Bills. Chiefs being great again after a rough start this year. So I don't have a question. This is for the Bills. Help us, Buffalo Bills. You're our only hope. Seahawks Commanders. Commanders, can you please beat the Seahawks? Seahawks, I have still not forgotten about that Hail Mary. And last but not least, Cardinals Cowboys. Cowboys, you guys need yourself a pass rusher? That's all I got for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you do. Happy Halloween and enjoy these Sunday's games. Thank you.